Allah Alahayna Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Hamashiach Wa Malakia Bahashim Harawat Wakak Wadash Barakathum, the water Baba Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine that say you shalom. Today we're gonna get into a video whereas I don't know if this is AI, but it's explaining how Mystery Babylon in the Bible correlates with America. Now I know a lot of you people don't want to face this truth, face this reality, but there's nothing you can do about it. Babylon, aka America, is destined to be destroyed by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai because of their wickedness against the Israelites and their wickedness in general. And there's no way to get out of this as far as the Edomites and those other nations. Edom, they really gonna get it because at the end of their 1,000-year captivity, they're gonna be exterminated. So before we get into this video, let's read this copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Let's go ahead and get the video. Name this video is Babylon, an end time prophecy. Esau know his time is limited.
Why United States of America is missing from end times prophecy. Open the book of Revelation. It is wall to wall with named players. It describes a final world economy, a final world government, a final world religion. It names a beast. It names kings. It names rivers and cities. It is astonishingly specific about the last days of human history. The most powerful nation in the history of the planet, the one with the reserve currency, the largest military, the cultural reach into every home on Earth, is not in it. How is that possible? There are only three explanations. The first is the most controversial. The second is the most likely. Possibility 1. Babylon. The first explanation. America is not missing at all. It is right there in the text. It is just not called America. It is called something older, something stranger. Mystery Babylon. Babylon the Great. Before you decide that is a stretch, let me read you the description and let you hold it up against the world you actually live in. I am not going to tell you what to conclude. I am going to read you the profile and let you do the matching yourself. Revelation 17, verse 1. Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Revelation 17, verse 15. The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. Whatever this is, its reach is the whole human race. Revelation 17, verse 4. Arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls. A center of dazzling, conspicuous, world-class wealth. Revelation 18, verse 3. The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Every nation tangled up with her. Every merchant enriched by her. Revelation 18, verses 12 and 13. Gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and slaves, and souls of men. At the top of the list, luxury. At the bottom of the list, after all the luxury, two more items, slaves and souls of men. An economy that trades in luxury at the top and human beings at the bottom. Revelation 18, verses 17 to 19. Every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate, a maritime power, a nation of ports, shipmasters and sailors mourning when she falls. Revelation 18, verse 23. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. The Greek word translated sorceries is pharmakeia, the root of our English word pharmacy. Whatever she produces, her medicine, her media, her entertainment, her money, it casts a kind of spell.
We finally moved from
Hold on, y'all.
But first, we left Los.
We can come out of this. Yep. But we gonna go ahead and read the whole chapter of Revelation 18. Because he was jumping around. We just gonna go all the way through it. And the name of it is Revelation chapter 18, Babylon is fallen. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You notice that a lot of these people are filled with hate, especially these Edomites, because they know in their spirit they have but a short time. They know in their spirit that the Lord is taking them down, pig by pig, pig by pig. But at the same time, he's uplifting us. See, the Lord always does things twofold. Verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Yeah, everybody get rich here. That's why you got the wicked, the super rich, the baby eaters, the baby rapists, all them. Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. That's for you Israelites. Y'all better let go of this place, let go of her ways, and come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua if you want to live through this. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she have filled, fill to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall not see no sorrow. That's the pride of Esau. Where is it? I think it's in Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 10. Yep. Verse 6. He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. You think he always going to be at the top? No, bro. No, no. Let's go back to Revelation 18. Verse 8. Therefore shall all her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. Let's keep going. The name of this section is Lament for Babylon, which means cry, grieve. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. The Lord gonna only take 1 hour to destroy this place with those nukes. Because when they're fired, his spirit gonna take over the nukes and he gonna hit everything. Verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood, to nine wood, Salaki, and all manner vessel of ivory and all manner vessels of the most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and the souls of men. This is what America does. They sell shit. Well, they used to sell shit, but now this just a nation of consumers. But you notice, like I said in the video, what's at the bottom? And slaves and souls of men. Babylon has the souls of men. Everybody in Hollywood, everybody pushing alphabet lifestyles, everybody that calls good evil and evil good. All those politicians, yeah, souls of men. They have sold their soul to Babylon. They have sold their soul to Esau. They ain't gonna make it. And that goes across the board for all nations, especially Israelites. Verse 14. Well, we can skip down a little bit. Let's go to 16. And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed with fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. For every shipmaster and all company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? Think about it. Look how much America's was worshipped amongst other nations. Everybody wanted to come here. Yeah, that's that great city that the Bible speaks of. Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. That's pretty much all of well, it's a few more verses, but we got the gist of it. But that was the majority of Revelation chapter 18. Now, let's go to Book of Revelation chapter 11. Verse 14. The second war is past. Behold, the third war coming quickly. That's World War III. Go to the Book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey depart of not. Woe mean destruction. The prey depart of not. Those are the Israelites. We still here. Verse 4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. How do they sell families? You notice that this is the only country with a missing children problem. Hundreds of thousands of children go missing every year. And if not that, you got DHS, CPS that comes and takes children from families and sells them through their adoption agencies. And it's mostly alphabet community because they want to perform these abominations on these children. Now, one thing about adoption, yeah, they say it's adoption, but despite all that paperwork, you ain't getting no child unless you pay that adoption fee. They're selling people. Verse 5, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and set thee as a gazing stock. Yeah, America right now is the embarrassment of the whole planet, the biggest embarrassment on the planet. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity. Was that not how America was established? Through violence, blood, death, murder, rape, rob, murder? That's the same way it's going to go out. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, because everybody was worshiping this place at one time. Now they hate this place. Ask yourself this: if America was so great, why do all the nations hate it? And why do the citizens of America hate it? That should tell you that they lying. It's not great. It's just as simple as that. They lie. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. That's the Lord coming back to destroy this place and to take the kings of the earth captive. That's all these elites. They're going to be the first fruits of slavery. Isaiah chapter 63, verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Redeem means vengeance. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Remember that great whore? That's the Lady of Kingdoms. Let's see, I was trying to figure out. All right, let's go to Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's exactly what he's doing now. He's bringing them low. He's exposing them. The same thing they do in the movies, the Lord is doing it in real time. First, he's going to expose you, destroy your spirit. Then he's going to destroy you physically. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Since y'all think the Lord is just this big cuddly teddy bear, he ain't gonna hurt nobody, he love everybody. Listen to this. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. Let's get Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and goats and with the fat of the kidneys and rams. For the Lord Yahweh shall have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. This is a future prophecy. His sword being bathed in heaven, that's those missiles going up into orbit in the terminal velocity and coming back down to smash. His sword going to be made fat with the fatness and the blood of the lambs and goats and with the fatness of the kidneys and the rams. Those are the other nations. The Lord have a sacrifice in Basra. Basra was a town inhabited by Edomites. You are a people before you are a place. Let's talk about Edomites. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Idumea is Greek for Edom. Y'all ain't getting out this shit. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. All those liars calling themselves us, those knockoffs, they finna get it. Now, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50. Now the Lord finna tell you how he finna destroy this place. And the name of this section is Prophecy Against Babylon. Let me see where I want to start at. We start at verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her, battle formation. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrow shall be of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Verse 14, 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be a holy desolation. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Shout against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her as she has done, do unto her. Verse 22, a sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because the Lord gonna put the spirit on these other nations to turn America into the world's biggest ashtray. See, he's making mockery of you. Because you was the hammer of the earth at one point. You had everybody shook when you bombed Japan. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, yeah, you had everybody scared of you. Now they're not, because everybody else got guns too, missiles too. Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, thou O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory and have brought forth his weapons, brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for it is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldees. The weapons of the Lord's indignation are those nuclear missiles. And we're going to get it in a minute. Verse 28, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple. Who's his temple? The Israelites. Verse 29, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Now, this is the Lord bringing straight up war. Verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Listen to this. A sword is upon the Chaldees, saith the Lord. Who's the Chaldees? You can pretty much call them the modern day Edomites. And upon the inhabitants of Babylon, America, and upon her princes and upon her wise men. That would be the elites, the politicians, the celebrities. A sword is upon the liars. And they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots. That's the military. And upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. Alphabet, yeah, alphabet lifestyle, yeah, they women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Everything y'all stole, y'all about to run that. It's like the elder said, a museum, any museum is a modern day evidence locker. Let me see. Verse 45, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldees. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. That translates to Israel. Those Israelis, those knockoffs, are going to draw America into a world war and lose tremendously. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Babylon, you finished. You're done. It's over with. Now let's go to Revelation chapter 17. Name of this section is the doom of Babylon. And there came one of the seven angels which have the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The great whore is Babylon, sitting upon many waters. That means they have control of other nations. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. The kings of the earth, all the elites, all those Epsteiners, the Epstein class, have been drunk with the wine of her fornication. Those philosophies, remember, what's those that call evil good and good evil? America is the only place where is those knockoffs over there in our land are the only two nations that promote alphabet lifestyle heavily and drunk off the wine of her fornication. The wine is the false doctrine, the lies, the false beliefs that this country is great, and every other lie about America. Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. The beast, the woman that sits on the scarlet colored beast is Amerikkka. The beast is NATO. That's why it's called the mark of the beast. Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness in her of her fornication. That's Amerikkka. This is the nastiest place in the world, but they saying it's the greatest. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Verse 5. And upon her forehead was written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And that section is in all caps. All right, we can get a few more. We can close. Let's get this one. Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. Now, I hear a lot of Edomites on YouTube talking about how they want slavery to come back. You about to get your wish. Literally. But this time, we're not going to be the slaves. It's going to be you and all these other 16 other nations that took advantage of us, knew who we were, didn't say shit. Yeah, y'all in trouble too, especially Ham and Ishmael. Moab. The Bible speaks of the pride of Moab. He think he Edomite. You got Asians, so-called Asians in America thinking they're white, talking shit about us. Y'all finna get it too. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 6. Verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, Edom, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and they should kill one another. There was given unto him a great sword. Yeah, that blessing of the sword that Isaac blessed Esau with in Genesis. Yeah, now it makes sense, right? Now let's keep going. Let's go to let's do this one. Revelation chapter 8, Salakia. Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great. Listen to this. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. We all know who that is, the world's biggest terrorist, while at the same time calling everybody else a terrorist because they react to your terrorism. Babylon, you're done. Another one. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon but she is not healed. Forsake her. See, the Bible telling you to forget this place. Why are you holding on something that's about to be turned into nuclear dust? And let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reach unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare Zion the work of the Lord our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medes, the Russians, for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord Yahweh have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. What is covetousness? Just uncontrollable greed. Is that not America? Okay, let's get to Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that uses his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work. That's slavery. Psalms chapter 137. And it said destruction to those who took those into slavery. And it's in another place too. Let's go ahead and get that one first. It's in, I think it's in Revelation 13. Yep. Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, get ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I was y'all, I'd be trying to get used to that sun a little bit, because like James chapter 2, verse 13 says, those that showeth no mercy shall have no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Y'all thought y'all was hot this summer. Mm-mm. No, the Lord cranking that temperature up on y'all asses, on y'all superior asses. Look at all them people that dropped dead in Europe, because those houses were designed to hold heat. They were made of red brick, the same bricks that they make pizza ovens out of. So they baking over there. And then those houses were not built with AC, central air. No, because it don't get that hot over there until the Lord put the curses on their ass. Now they dropping dead. I thought y'all was superior. Stop it. Now let's go to Psalms 137. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Now, why is it called the daughter of Babylon? Because this is part two of Babylon and Rome and Greece and Sodom and Gomorrah and Persia and Egypt, all rolled into one. Why is it called the virgin? because this place hadn't been touched by war yet. It's right around the corner, baby. Remember that scripture? Let me get it. Yeah, Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second war is past. Behold, the third woe coming quickly. That's war. Woe means destruction. Now let's get one more we can close. Well, two more. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Meaning the Israelites gonna be in rulership under Lord Yahweh Shai and King David and the 144,000. Now let's end it with let's go to Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom even forever. Salaki. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Now, Edom, Revelation chapter, Salaki, the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter after your 1,000 years of slavery. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Like I said in the video the other day, you Edomites, y'all better enjoy what's left of your kingdom, because from this day forth, it's just going to be on the decline. And the Lord going to increase those curses on you more and more and more until this place is destroyed and you get rounded up and taken into captivity along with your punk ass elites. Call halayim la. Allahayna wa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malakiya Bahashem Harawat Wakak Warash Barakatham. The water Baba Ba wa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.